George Washington. USA, 1789 through 1797. The hero of the American Revolution, George Washington set the tone for future leadership. Unanimously elected, he refused absolute power and established the presidency with humility and strength. 2. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, India, 1950 to 1962. A freedom fighter and scholar, Prasad became India's first president when it became a republic. Known for his simplicity, he helped shape the new nation's democratic character. 3. Iskander Mirza, Pakistan, 1956 to 1958. A civil servant turned leader, Mirza oversaw Pakistan's transition to a republic. His rule ended abruptly when martial law was declared. 4. Sun Yat-sen, China, 1912. Often called the father of modern China, Sun led the revolution that ended centuries of imperial rule. He became the provisional president of the Republic of China. Boris Yeltsin, Russia, 1991 to 1999. The first president of post-Soviet Russia, Yeltsin introduced democratic reforms and faced the chaos of transition with mixed legacy. 6. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, Bangladesh, 1971 to 1975. The founding father of Bangladesh, Mujib declared independence and became the nation's first president after liberation from Pakistan. 7. Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, Turkey, 1923 to 1938. A revolutionary and reformist, Ataturk founded modern Turkey from the ruins of the Ottoman Empire and turned it into a secular, progressive republic. 8. Sukarno, Indonesia, 1945-1967. Sukarno led Indonesia's fight for freedom from Dutch rule and united a vast archipelago into one nation as its first president. 9. Friedrich Ebert, Nationalists, Germany, 1919-1925. Germany's first president after World War I, Ebert tried to stabilize the fledgling Weimar Republic during turbulent times. 10. Louis Napoleon Bonaparte, France, 1848 to 1852. Nephew of Napoleon I, he became the first elected president of France before declaring himself Emperor Napoleon III. 11. Theodoro da Fonseca, Brazil, 1889 to 1891. A military general who overthrew the monarchy, Fonseca led Brazil's first steps into republicanism. 12. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Nigeria, 1963 to 1966. A nationalist and advocate of unity, Azikiwe became the first ceremonial president of a newly independent Nigeria. 13. Jomo Kenyatta, Kenya, 1964 to 1978. Jailed for his beliefs, Kenyatta later led Kenya as a symbol of resistance and the architect of its independence. 14. Charles Roberts Swart, South Africa, 1961 to 1967. He became the first president when South Africa severed ties with the British monarchy and became a republic. 15. Guadalupe Victoria, Mexico, 1824 to 1829. A fighter for independence, Victoria became Mexico's first constitutional president and promoted civil liberties. 16. Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam, 1945 to 1969. A revolutionary hero, Ho led Vietnam against colonial powers and founded the Democratic Republic of Vietnam. 17. Enrico de Nicola, Italy, 1946 to 1948. After the fall of fascism and the monarchy, de Nicola guided Italy as its first Republican head of state. 18. Emilio Aguinaldo, Philippines, 1899 to 1901. The youngest president in Philippine history, Aguinaldo led the country's war of independence against Spain. 19. Syngman Rhee, South Korea, 1948 to 1960. Educated in the West, Rhee led South Korea's fight against communism, but resigned amid protests. 20. Mohammed Daoud Khan, Afghanistan, 1973 to 1978. A former prime minister who abolished the monarchy, Daoud became the republic's first president. 21. Bernardo Rivadavia, Argentina, 1826 to 1827. Argentina's first head of state, Rivadavia pushed for modernization but faced fierce opposition. 22. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Ghana, 1960 to 1966. A champion of Pan-Africanism, Nkrumah led Ghana to independence and inspired movements across the continent. 23. William Gopalawa, Sri Lanka, 1972 to 1978. A non-political figure, Gopalawa became the first president when Sri Lanka became a republic. 24. Abul Hassan Banisadr, Iran, 1980 to 1981. After the Islamic Revolution, Banisadr was elected president, but later impeached by clerical forces. 25. Muhammad Naguib, Egypt, 1953 to 1954. Led the Free Officers Movement that ended monarchy. Became the Republic's first president. 26. Ahmed Ben Bella, Algeria, Navia, 1963 to 1965. Ben Bella helped free Algeria from French rule and became its first post-independence leader. 27. Edward Mutesa II, Uganda, 1963 to 1966. A traditional king and ceremonial president overthrown by his own prime minister, Milton Obote. 28. Tunku Abdul Rahman, Malaysia, 1957 to 1970. Known as the Father of Independence, he led Malaysia to freedom from British rule. 29. Zhao Weizmann, Israel Lebrecht's in 2062. A Zionist leader and scientist, Weizmann was chosen as Israel's first ceremonial president. 30. Gabriel Narutowicz, Poland, 1922. Elected in a divided post-war Poland. He was assassinated just days into office.